It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the do-it-all back, Austin Ekeler. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Packers, just ahead on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field, fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles David. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent yet.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 13 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh out.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 4th and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Play action. It's Goff. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep the defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Gets through and now an opening. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Let's go, man.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now gone. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ekeler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Of course, remember last week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Running on 1st down, Ekeler. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be on to the races.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, gone. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
So here come the Lions now. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shop them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Jones throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jones to throw on third down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. You would have thought they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Up the middle with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Goff now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week. And he does it again here in week 2.
And, Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Austin Ekeler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
It's a slant to Hill.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That one complete to Hill.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The connection here with Nelson Agholor.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From just shy of midfield, Jones
finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Jones now on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Now it's gone. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Austin Eckler.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing, Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones trying to lay one up deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. He dumps it to Ekeler underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd and 9, Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Ekeler. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Play action. It's gone. On the move to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Eckler.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. He could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Here is Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Goff. He'll get this to Eckler.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the...
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Dancing away at the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Jones on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock his true potential.